Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America and all ships at sea. I believe every American under the sound of my voice has at one time or another in his or her lifetime heard the United States national anthem, otherwise known as the Star-Spangled Banner. And in this particular song, there is the infamous line, "The land of the free and the home of the brave." This puppet, being as red-blooded American as any, has sang that song probably at least 100 times over the years, maybe more. And then I got to pondering lately about the real state of the United States of America and what do those specific lyrics really mean to any of us anymore. Now, before anyone gets all up in arms, I am very cognizant of the daily sacrifices of our vigilant military force members, and I'm so thankful for their dedication, service, and patriotism. No, friends and colleagues, I am not referring to them in this episode. Rather, I begin to think upon the mostly captured and even, shall I say, claustrophobic mental state under which so many Americans have come to live during my lifetime. I think by the end of this video, you should be able to relate to what I am speaking of. Exactly how free is a society where flock cameras now monitor split-second yellow light violations at traffic intersections across our land? Now, I know that not all states have installed these yet, but it is this puppet's distinct gut feeling that it is merely a matter of time. Are we really a free society when all motor vehicles now being sold here come with computer software installed that can be disabled by the federal government on a whim? How brave are a people where so many of its men pander to their childish instincts to squander multiple tens of thousands of dollars upon over-the-top raised pickup trucks that the major manufacturers pump out just to feel that they somehow measure up on the imaginary man card scale? Dollars that could be better spent to save toward the future of their children and grandchildren, or even to perhaps feed the hungry and clothe the naked in our land. How free is a land where so many sit idly back in relative oblivion to the fact that their government officials are enriching themselves and their families through bribes, blackmail, and every form of corrupt foreign influence known to modern mankind? You and I both know of what this puppet speaks. There is not a member of the present U.S. Congress who is not at least worth 3 times their pre-office monetary value in monies and property possessed. That happens not by sheer coincidence, my loyal viewers. No, it does not. Does anyone watching this video realize that the current state of the U.S. economy, and worldwide for that matter, where prices for goods and services are obscene, and many are literally dying because of them, is beyond the scope and influence of the U.S. Congress, the U.S. President, or any particular supposed financial advisor? No, people, it is high time to wise up. The mega-wealthy oligarchs, who are basically international free agents as far as citizenships are concerned, are the ones pulling all the strings on the overall state of the American and global economies. Do not think for a moment that Donald Trump has not ruffled more than a few feathers in the oligarch class, and as such they are keeping the global economy in its hyperinflated state. These overinflated egos are the ones with their finger on the switch, make no mistake about it. If they want hyperinflation to ease, they can pull more of their stashed cash from the overall pool of monies traded on the world markets. And folks, if they want hyperinflation to remain or even to worsen, they can flood the world monetary exchanges with wads of available cash, and that will subsequently force demand on products and services and therefore lead to increased prices. Never mind what the average person wants, the oligarchs truly rule the world. Back though onto the topic of the United States of America and the supposed land of the free and the home of the brave. You and I both know fully well that angst and anxiety rule the day in this nation. What drives the incessant backstabbing in workplaces across the land? Why, nothing less than pent-up anxiety and a protect my own interest at all costs mentality. Can there truly be freedom in a land where the IRS, FBI, and CIA purposely make every attempt to strike fear in each and every American citizen at every opportunity they can get? Think I'm kidding? Try not paying your income taxes or inadvertently breaking some obscure federal or state law. There is no grace, there is no mercy. In fact, you will only find wrath. And that, kids and cousins, drives great angst and hand-wringing across the land. In fact, I am here to state today that the United States of America is no longer the land of the free and the home of the brave. No, it is not. It is actually a land bound with nervous, anxiety-riddled people in a daily rat race to best their neighbors. There remains little camaraderie or lending of a helping hand. Now, before anyone watching thinks I'm the most incessantly negative commentator they've seen in a while, allow me to clarify. Yes, there are some very good charitable organizations in the land. There are some people with genuinely good hearts ready to help a less fortunate neighbor. I am, however, making some very broad statements here tonight as it pertains to the overall current spiritual state of our nation, and I would say to anyone in disagreement, please leave your comments below. I will happily apologize if I am in the wrong. Until then, good night, my loyal viewers, and sleep well.